All right, so how does the 2020 Ford Ranger drive? It's always a good question. It's hard to look at all of the vehicles. Even when you go for your little test drive, it's hard to kind of come up with an idea of really how they drive, especially if you don't have roads available to you to go see kind of how it drives. So I'm just gonna take, this is like a back road in California. I'm just gonna go up it. I have it in sport mode right now, and I'm also gonna select, if you hit the button, it'll put it into the manual mode. And we got a grade here. So we'll go first, second, that's third. I'm maybe quarter throttle. Torque comes in really nice in the Ranger with the 2.3 liter turbo. It doesn't have to rev a lot. Even when you're on the highway with the 10 speed, it's like, depending on your speed, close to 2,000 RPM. Steering is really nice. Really direct. It does have the adjustable electronic power steering. Good front end grip from the truck. I've taken it on a few windy roads now, and it's pretty, it handles very well for a truck. This has the Bridgestone Dueler ATs on them. Seems like a pretty good on-road tire. Haven't taken it off-road yet, but good on-road. Would be nice if there were some paddles. I guess for this demographic, they probably felt it wasn't necessary. I like to have some paddles. Brake pedal has a little bit too much travel before the brakes engage, or before you get that feeling from the pedal for the pressure buildup. So I know it's not a huge deal. Not an incredibly heavy truck. I guess I don't know, because I don't know what the exact curb weight of the Tacoma is. I want to say the Gladiator's heavier. It's a mid-sized truck. That's what the classification is. But yeah, good torque. I think the power from the motor is plenty. I don't think it needs any more power. I mean, Ford has these EcoBoost engines. It's pretty nailed. Steering wheel, I was a little concerned about the steering wheel, only because it was really small in diameter, and it didn't look like it was going to have a good feel. But it actually, I've come to like it. So with the Tacoma, one thing I don't like about Tacoma is the steering wheel, for the sole reason that it has those huge plastic pieces, but they're a little bit wider and they stick out much wider on the Tacoma. This one, not so much. I intend to raise the front of this truck up a little bit, either with the Bilsteins or with the Fox coilover. Bilstein, or Steenstein. I think they're gonna sell it with, you take the shock, you take your spring off, this coilover that comes with, you put it on the new shock, 3 different levels. So I want to go up a little bit with the front. I don't need the nose to be so nose diving. Good mirrors on the truck. The blind spot monitor, every time the blind spot is illuminated to warn me somebody's in my blind spot, I can see them very clearly in the mirrors. So really good mirrors. Power folding mirrors on, this is the XLT trim level. I'm in 6th gear now, cruising along here. Still plenty of torque. Doesn't feel bogged down at all. 373 rear gear. This one has the electronic differential lock, which you can turn on in 2-wheel drive. I'm not sure if it has any sort of limited slip function without being with a locker on. I'm not, because I don't even know really what kind of locker. I'm guessing it's electronic. Electromechanical, I'm going to assume. Oh yeah, just a nice driving truck. I like the size of it, and now this one has about 643 miles on it. So I've been driving it a bit, and around town, in the city, and parking it, and the size is nice. It's nice to have a smaller truck. Fuel mileage wise, the best I've gotten average is 20.9. They say 20 city, 24 highway, I think, for the four-wheel drive. But just a super amount of grip, I think, for a truck like this, considering how they usually set these suspensions up. Shifts are they're pretty quick. You kind of got to time them. A lot of these transmissions, they're kind of like that, where you have to kind of time the shifts. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what more you can want out of a truck, to be honest. Shift on the fly four-wheel drive, 7,500 pound towing capacity with the tow package, trailer sway control, all that newer, fancier things that are coming on the trucks these days. Really good backup camera, big screen to see it on. You can easily see, like, if you were backing up to a trailer, to line the receiver up and the hitch. Not a bad sound from the engine. Sounds similar to the other EcoBoost engines I've driven. Thinking it'll even, power-wise, probably feel pretty good after it breaks in a bit. Get a couple thousand more miles on it. I'll be interested to see how the tires do off-road. I'd also like to get the FX4 skid plates So this is the Sport 4x4, so has a lot of the same equipment as the FX4 except for the terrain management. There's one other little button on the FX4 too, which I can't remember what it was. But yeah, this doesn't have the skid plates, so I'd like to get the skid plates, pick the front up, make like a little kind of a Ranger Raptor kind of a idea with it. So yeah, there you go. That's driving in the 2020 Ford Ranger. There you have it.